2, 3, boom. Guys, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Today we have another rider here. Last week was with the one wheelers. This week is with the EUC. The import is the PVs. It comes from France and is a very active rider. Very active rider. And maybe today we can learn a lot from him. And if you are close to France, I know that he gives classes and maybe you can reach him. First of all, Javier, why this name? Do you have it, and what that means for the people who don't know?
That's a pun in French. Literally, it means wheels hats, and it's related to racing cars. So when you say literally starting on wheels hats for racing cars, it means starting really fast. So, and as it's French, I wanted to have a French name that everyone can pronounce pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And my friend, before we continue, tell us a little about your background. How do you started? You started with electric. Do you have other devices that you tried before electric? What is your background? Because
Regarding
you,
electric devices only or general background?
yes, how do you started in general?
In
Before
general,
electric or something
yes,
like that?
I used to ride lots of things. I grew up in Brittany, in France, and I was living on the at the sea, so we had
Mm-hmm.
waves, and I was surfing a lot. I was surfing. I did a little bit of skateboard. I did a lot of rollerblades. I can do snowboard. I can ice skate as well. So I always like this kind of sports. And when I discovered the UCs, I finally had the idea to do the same thing, but maybe more intensively now.
Was the first PV that you ride was the EUC, or do you try other PVs before, electric ones?
I tried, but I did not buy. I tried electric skateboards, but I was disappointed, and so that's why I bought an EUC in the end,
Okay,
because the skateboard was not too. I mean, the fact that I had a remote in the hand, I was
and
not
you are
too
not free.
yeah, not too happy with that. It was less instinctive. And the second thing is that I wanted to be able to ride on with any weather.
Hmm.
And skateboards, at least at that time, so a few years ago, it was a boosted board. I think I tried, and yeah, the guy in the shop told me, yeah, just don't ride it in the water in the rain. So he told
You
me,
said,
but we have EUCs there. Do you want to try? So I said, yeah, let's do it.
and you said, what a big disappointment. I cannot do nothing with this. I go
Yeah,
directly to AUC. What was the first? What was the first AUC that you tried?
in motion V8.
Uh, and how many years you are riding now?
I think I have 4 years of riding of since I learned to ride an
Mm-hmm.
EUC. I have 2 years and a bit of freestyle,
Mm-hmm.
and I have maybe 2 years and a half of freestyle and 1 year and a half of downhill off-road riding.
So you are one of the guys more faster I see riding downhill. I see
Yeah.
lots of good riders, but I never see a guy so fast like you. But before we go to that, I'm going to tell. Do you have any background of riding like a unicycle without no motor?
You mean a regular
A
unicycle?
balanced one, yes.
No, 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 never. I mean, already tried, but after having learned EUCs, and I was not interested. It's too different,
Hmm.
and just not interested.
And do you? My telephone is clinging here. Do you? When you start the first time when you start riding the AUC, was easy for you or was difficult in the beginning?
I
Was
was fast, I was
automatic?
fast learner. I was a
Okay.
fast learner. That was the guy at the shop told me. I took a lesson with him, and
Hmm.
after half an hour, I could ride. I buy my EUC, and I went back home on it. Was not a great idea because you know how it is in Paris. But
Yeah.
I made it. I made it back home on my V8 at the time. So
So Paris is a
yeah,
crazy place for you
the
to ride, guys.
the, the maiden voyage was successful.
And now that we are talking about that, you started about 4 years ago, so you are like one of the beginners from the EUC. How do you see the change from that time to till the days of today? The day you are riding with suspension and everything, how do you see the evolution from the
The
EUCs?
evolution, the technical evolution.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's pretty great. It's pretty awesome. When I started, the only thing that you could do with EUC was freestyle. Now you can do freestyle, you can do asphalt races, you can do off-road races, and you can do jumps. So that's a lot more. And regarding only the commuting side, what you could buy 4 years ago, it was toys compared to what exists now, especially regarding suspension, power and suspension. The suspension was definitely a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
When you ride in most of the cities, the ground is a pretty bad. I don't know how it is on
Mm-hmm.
where you live, but
Everywhere.
in Paris, it's a third world.
Yes, it's like a war.
Yeah. So if you don't have suspension and you don't pay attention, first, it's not comfortable. Second, if you don't pay attention, you just face plant because of a pothole.
Yeah,
So
that
yeah,
is.
it's pretty groundbreaking. And if you compare evolutions of EUC compared to skateboards, electric skateboards, one wheel, or I would say pretty much any other PEV, the other PEVs were a bit more powerful at the beginning, but they came to the limitation much faster than you see. You see, there's a lot more potential, a lot more room for batteries, for bigger motor, and just the way it works, it's a lot more potential for diverse sport activities, I would say. For example, you cannot jump with, or you cannot jump. I don't think you can jump with electric skateboards. You can jump with mountain boards, but not electric skateboards.
No, these
You
calculators.
can jump with one wheels,
Mm-hmm.
but that's
Yeah,
far, super far
the
from what you can do with an EUC. So it's not even comparable.
yeah, but the world of one wheel is growing now because before was stuck to a company and now is coming lots of guys DIY, and we will see the future. I think the one wheel has start now, and we are starting to see lots of good jumps, but it's going to be different. The position of you riding and everything, but we will see. I think the one wheel now coming to 84 volts. Now they are coming to 113 volts. Before they was stuck by 65 volts, and we are talking about the AUCs. The AUCs we are seeing the last one is going to come out is with 100. I think 63 volts is lots of power. We are seeing lots of machines. But before we started going to the machines off-road, so let's start it from your beginning. Your beginning was with this type of machine. You have this video, and I want to talk about this video because what these two machines, what is this, a V8, a V10? What are
It's
you
V8.
using?
It's
Okay,
V8.
okay, the two of them.
Yes.
Okay, uh everybody, what you are seeing now is the videos from him. I'm going to leave all the links from his YouTube, from his Instagram. If anyone wants to contact you, my friend, is what is the best way?
Instagram. Just
It's-
DM me on Instagram.
okay. And talking about this video, the freestyle. Uh, you are a person in France. We talking that in private. Is easy for you to find people to compete with you or train with you, or you are more a lone guy training and doing all the stuff that we're going to see now?
No, it's complicated. For freestyle especially. I think that less people are interested to see and to come because if you come and just watch, it tends to be a bit boring after 15 minutes, uh, and not there are not a lot of wheels that are suited for freestyle. So if a guy come with an MSP, he won't be able to do too many things. If you come with an S22, you cannot do anything. So you have to have these wheels, and not too many people are committed enough to start training freestyle.
Was easy for you to go to this freestyle? How much hours do you take of your time, of your life, to learn to do this?
Um, the past few weeks have been a little bit complicated due to bad weather, but
Mm-hmm.
most of the on a normal day, I would train like maybe 15 minutes per day, and that's it. 15 minutes per day is
Wow,
my go-to rhythm. And sometimes, if I have a bit more time, I train a little bit more. But 15 minutes is not hard to find in your day, and it's just enough to stay in shape and to master your moves better,
your
and sometimes
skills.
to create new ones. It's plenty enough.
Do you have anyone today that is training with you?
No,
Someone you are completely alone, doing and
freestyle.
creating everything. That is yourself who create all the moves that you are seeing in this video. You
No,
are.
no, I didn't create them. I create some of them, some of the advanced ones.
Mhm,
But when I started freestyle, there were already one guy in France. I'm not sure if he rides anymore. It was a circus guy called EUC. Never met him though. But he
mhm.
has some tutorials in French on YouTube. And so I started with his tutorials. And
Okay.
he had a pretty wide already repertoire of moves. And there's this other guy from China that you might have seen on some King Song videos, maybe.
Uh huh.
He also used to do freestyle. I do not think that he still does, but he inspired me to ride on two EUCs at once, and he invented some of the moves as well. So
Yes.
what you see me doing is, I would say, 70 to 80% moves that I learned from these two guys, and the rest, the 20 last percent, is move created by me.
Okay. And you are improving yourself more with the skills, or today you are changing more for downhill?
Um,
Because
I
I'm
must
seeing
say
you. I'm seeing you a lot in downhill.
yes. So it's for two reasons. The first one is it's very hard to find someone to record me here. Sometimes it's a friend of mine. Sometimes it's my sister who comes, but they're not. I don't know. It's sad, but there are not too many people interested in freestyle. Actually, I must
It's very
say
sad, my friend.
I was surprised. I was surprised that it did not attract or motivate more people
So,
compared to downhill.
mhm.
Downhill, I feel like there are much more people responding to that practice. So yeah, the first reason is that, and the second one is that I tend myself to start to be more into downhill now
Mhm.
that I'm getting pretty good at it.
My friend, you are not very
It's
good.
like,
You are
afraid of it.
very good.
Afraid of it. Freestyle is more artistic side, and downhill is more adrenaline, and you know what it is.
My friend, you are very fast. I was seeing. I was creating today the this small video I made for the presentation for the interview, and I was seeing you go downhill. I said that is not another guy following him. I'm pretty sure that is a drone following him because the speeds
Yes.
you was taking, my friend. And then later on, I see the video and you are showing the drone that follow you and. Uh, you are very fast. Uh,
Yes,
before, before, when I was seeing lots of mountain bikers going downhill, sometimes it's difficult for us to catch them. But seeing you riding the way you ride, my friend, today I think they have a big competition in their hands with the EUC because you are crazy and fast. I like to ride AUCs, but I'm not never going to be close to you, my friend. Uh, you are very, very good. Oh, hello, my friend. I see the interview from you yesterday. That is from USA. He's a very active rider. AUC journey. Thank you for coming and seeing here. Xavier is one of the best riders we have here, and because of that, let's just go directly. I want to start to ask because you have a video like this, and do you like this style too?
Pump track, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and there will be a YouTube video coming out this week about pump track skills. What I love about pump track is that when I'm in Brittany at my parents' place,
Mm-hmm.
when it's wet everywhere, you can still ride pump tracks.
Oh, you
So
ride very fast, my friend. Come
that's
on.
a super good point. And the second thing about pump tracks is that you can train to ride over rollers and to ride on berms, and that's skills that you can translate to downhill racing, downhill riding. So
Uh,
it's pretty much the same features. And sometimes in downhill you have roots, you have stones, and you need to ride over them a bit with the same technique that you use on the pump tracks to ride over the rollers.
uh, I'm
So
just
yeah, it's good training.
yeah. There is a question here. I think that is very interesting. Where do you practice downhill? You are already talking about that, but uh, for everybody's out there, I think in Instagram you can see it. Most of the his skills. That's why I say go there and follow him, just for you to imagine how fast is this guy, because he's very fast and he has lots of good videos. And oh, I think I put it 2 times. No, let's go to the other one. So, how long are you riding today, or start to ride off-road?
What do you mean? How long did I?
Yes, downhill,
I
doing
started
this stuff.
1 year and a half ago, approximately.
My friend, you are. Do you think you are riding the S22,
Yes, just 22. Yeah,
a pro or the normal one?
the pro.
Okay. Do you think is one of not so new ones? Do you think that is the best machine till today to jumps and do downhill?
Yes, let's say.
Because most of the people say
Unfortunately, yes.
yes. Yeah, I'm just telling because I think I agree that these old machines, my friends, they ride this. They are very active and in jumps and everything. And I think this here is till this moment is look at your speeds, my friend. I'm going to ask you a question. For the guy of the drone, was easy for him to achieve to follow you, because I see the drone is having issue following you.
Yes, it's he had a hard time in the turns because there are trees everywhere, and the guy just to put into context,
Mm-hmm.
he's a real pro of the drones.
Uh-huh.
He's a FPV pilot.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of experience and he does all sorts of things. But it was the first time for him doing FPV in a forest. And as I was super fast in the turns, that was challenging for him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna come more.
And he tried it for the first time, the EUC. I see it the video. Is the
Uh,
same guy?
No, 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 no. The guy who tried UC for the first time, it was an MTB guy. He's
Mm-hmm.
he's a local rider and a YouTuber. It's Louis Salin,
Okay.
and I was meeting him for the first time actually, and he was curious to try. I often make MTB riders try UC.
I put this video for most of the groups that we have here of AUCs in Europe, of active riders. I hope that they start to follow you, and I know there is good groups there of AUCs. I think you are a good inspiration for all of us because you are pushing all of us. Will be a big privilege to come and visit you very soon.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and I'm going to bring good riders because I think they're going to be amazing with you, and you're going to push them for them. And I think maybe we can create a big bond with all of us, and they are not so far away from you. And let's push this sport here in Europe more and more. I think
Yeah,
you have all the skills, and we need more persons like you. But seeing you riding like you ride, my friend, That is crazy. I never see something like that. I like to ride, but you push it to the other is not just easy. Yeah, that's the other one. How did you like the EUCs in USA? Uh, would
Yes,
you
loved it.
do you like Mike?
Yes,
He's one
great
of the
guy.
best ones. I think was one of the guys who started. His girlfriend started to this jump thing with the S22 normal, and is something in the future that you want to go to USA? Maybe try riding
Yes,
with these
I
guys.
already went twice.
Uh huh.
Uh,
Watch places.
to
Which places?
Bentonville in Arkansas,
Okay, that
and
is.
I should return in May.
Oh,
I
then
will
it's going to
visit.
be good.
I will visit some places. I will not stay at one place. I should. I'm not sure now, but I should be in Bentonville again, Knoxville,
Hmm.
maybe Nashville, and should visit North Carolina.
Hey, my friend AUC Journey, maybe you can see him there. He's very,
Yes.
very active rider there, and I think will be nice to see you. How many times do you fall, and how do you an injury that was bad training, or you
Yes.
are a lucky one?
No, I had. I'm half half. Let's say I had one bad injury when I first started, and then I was pretty fine. I broke my arm on one of my first downhill sessions,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and actually the wheel I crashed, so I was okay, but 1 second later the wheel just rolled and fell on my arm and broke it in the middle, so I was not
ooh,
okay anymore, and that made me figure out some things
okay.
like add cushy bumpers to your wheel. Everyone who wants to try downhill, add cushy stuff everywhere. If you can hit your wheel with your fist and it doesn't hurt, it's good. If it hurts, it will bring you straight to the hospital when it
Yeah,
hurts, when it hits you. So
yeah, that is a
for
big.
that, I had a pretty bad fall last June, and I
You ride
I
very
had
fast, my
a cut
friend.
off. It was not. I would say it wasn't my fault. I overpowered the wheel, but not before of bad riding. Just before because of the circumstances. It was a new jump, and I'm still not too sure what happened. But I flew, and I sprained both ankles and my shoulder. But now I'm fine.
My friend, you are very, very good. I think we have a lot to learn with you, my friend. It's just amazing. Seeing your videos, you can lose your time here, hours, and try to learn with you the skills. I'm very happy, first of all, to meet you. Second of all, maybe start to have more experience riding with you. I think you have lots to teach us. It's good to have not the Mike, but the Xavier here in Europe, because you have the Mike in America. Then today we have the Xavier here in Europe to help our community. We need guys like you, because that way we going to step up, and we're going to learn our mistakes, and you can teach us the right way. And I was riding yesterday, my friend, and was snowing. And when I looked to your videos, I'm lost. I said I was just walking. When I see your videos, it's nothing to do with us. So that is another level. So, uh, do you going to stay with the S22? There is any plans to change the machine? Uh, there is some invitations for the companies to you, my friend, because you are coming bigger now. Everybody's going to start to see your videos.
Yes. I'm pretty happy with the S22. I mean, compared to other wheels, I'm happy. Compared to what I would need, I'm not too happy.
Okay.
I would need more power and better suspension linkage.
Do you
Uh,
do you try anyone that you said okay that is good for me that is
I think
something?
that the V14 could be a good option
Mm-hmm.
because it seems like they did a pretty good job for the linkage and the tubes. They copied what is done on for MTBs, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the way to go. It's a pity that Kingsong did this rollers thing. That is, yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Um, yeah,
That is good, my friend. That is
and
good. That is.
That's amazing that they.
Do you think you need to change something, update something like suspension or something, or you think that it is already everything inside?
No, I think the suspension could be better. I mean, the current setup that I have on the S22, I could not have anything better, I think. To me, it seems like it's the best, but it has its limitations. If there were actual tubes, like MTB tubes,
Mm-hmm.
I think the riding would be much better and the suspension would be much more sensitive. You see, I sometimes ride in pretty rough terrain,
Mm-hmm.
and I would gain more control if I had an actual MTB type slider suspension.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
And
looking forward to it. Maybe, as I said to you, the InMotion V14, but I don't get why they made a 16-inch wheel.
yeah,
That's
that's why I was going to ask this because you have the 20 inch
yeah.
the S and now changing for 16 is not going to be the same. I think
No, I
that is a
know, I know, but there's no other option.
yeah, you,
So it's more powerful. It's better built.
mm-hmm,
So yeah, the main downside is that yeah, it's a 16-inch, and also it has a less suspension travel, which is a bit of a bummer. But maybe it will not change too much. I need to try that.
so the good thing is about the AUCs, they are changing every 3 months. We are seeing new wheels coming out, and sometimes we don't know what we have to buy. Before was difficult. Today is like Big Gold is making wheels. The Sherman they never do nothing of wheels. Now they made it in 1 year 3 wheels. Then we are seeing the Kingsong. Emotion, everybody is doing lots of wheels. I think they are testing to see where do you come, but what do you think about the prices?
I don't know. I just get that.
Okay, that
No,
is a
no,
good thing.
yeah,
And do you think we're going to see maybe some videos from you uh, explaining for us riders why not making a review like you have the S22 Pro and
yes,
showing why is better the S22 to make downhill and jumping than other wheels. Uh,
yes, I could do that.
I
I
think
will.
that is
I will make more reviews and tutorials. I
I
will
think
just
that is very interesting for us because sometimes we see most of the YouTubers is not criticizing anyone, but most of the people they receive the board and they are not they don't make the best reviews for all of us because there is lots of people who buy a product and later on they see that was a big mistake. And you, with your experience riding, and here in Europe, I'm talking about Europe, most of the people like off-road.
yes.
I think that will be a fantastic thing for the community, for you to show it what is good and what is bad, because not for everybody's out there. Not there is not one wheel is perfect. You have to think about that. And if you are thinking you're going to get magic, you're not going to get it. You have to make changes. Uh, Changing now for the new wheel, going to USA. What is the plans for you now for 2024?
Um, Riding the biggest jump ever on an EUC. That would be my plan.
You want to be the you want to have the highest jump.
Yeah,
You have you have the guy from Russia, huh? Yan, I think
It's
is.
it's it's different. It's first is very kicked jumps, so it's high jumps. It's not I say in terms of long jumps, the longest jump. So that's my plan.
Okay.
In second, it's
Oh,
more
you want to
step.
go as distance jump?
Yeah, distance. Yes, distance wise, not a step up.
Uh-huh.
But it's important to be able to ride step ups. But I mean, one of my plan is to do the longest jump. So
Do you
that's the
like
first thing.
do you like to see this community like you in France coming grow more and more,
Of
or you
course.
prefer more to have like a small group of riders? Because today you are a lone rider, like you told in the
Not
beginning.
not totally. For freestyle, a little bit, yes. For downhill, I we are now a team of three since we have been a team of two for a pretty long time, and now we're three. The third guy is the drone pilot that recorded me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already an achievement for me because finding people who ride unicycles and who are motivated to do something, it's not that easy.
Active,
Yeah,
active
active
riders.
and reliable, who show up, who reply to messages and so on.
You
Only
are in the right live stream. I'm going to put you in, with the active riders in Belgium, in France, and from Netherlands and Germany. I hope that you achieve your goals. I hope that you bring this community together because most of us, I think we are riding, but sometimes maybe you are just doing crazy stuff like today. I don't know how much times we follow yesterday because we was in extreme things, but we're going to put you in active groups that you're going to have lots of work for these guys, and they are always riding, always. You don't see it too much in France. I know that is legal, but like in Germany, Netherlands, Belgium is starting is illegal. Then sometimes you don't see so much videos from them, but they are very active, not in a scream, but riding.
Yeah,
And
looking forward to see that. Of
I
course.
think that is going to be a good thing for all of us. Uh, then putting like this, you as a rider now downhill, what type of tire do you ride? You don't have no special type of tire. Do you have any special tire that you love to ride downhill, or
Uh,
you
tires not a big deal. I have
it's not important for you?
not so much. I mean, you just have not to have a street tire, but a regular off-road tire will do. It's not to me. It's not a game changer. I had a first S22 and I mounted a Shinko 241, I think, the
Mm-hmm.
off-road one, not the street off-road, the real off-road one, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel. I feel a little bit of difference regarding how it was turning, but other than that, I didn't feel more grip than on a stock tire. And then I got another S22, and out of laziness, I kept the stock tire, and I'm just doing as good. So, so yeah, just do not focus on the tire. That's not. It won't be a game changer.
Guys, if you are out there, we are interviewing here. Xavier is one of the best riders we have in Europe. I think that is going to be nice to see USA riders. Is going to be visit there, and I would love to see a nice competition between them. I think there is fantastic riders in USA, but having now somebody very special here in Europe, and we are seeing better and better riders. You are a downhill rider. Do you think like start to make go in races, or you prefer just this freestyle downhill? What is the future in that way? You're just going to stick jumping, and or you like to make races too, maybe in the future?
As long as there's no race to attend, I won't race.
So you know that Spain is very active today.
I
Spain,
know, but I do not have any contact. I know things happen there. That's all. That's pretty much it.
yes, Spain is very active. is doing a lot of stuff. They are making lots of races, and they are pushing. There is one guy from USA. Is there all the time,
Yeah,
and
Zenly. Yeah.
yeah, Zenli is there, and but this year in Europe is going to be lots of races in EUC. Maybe you can be attentive. In Czech Republic is going to be lots of good races, and off-road and street, and maybe is something that. And in France, I'm going to send you some links that is going to happen. Some events in France.
There will be
They
some
are
events in France, some races.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
It's going to be.
It's in France. I didn't even hear about that. So I don't know how they advertise their events, but
After advertise, you have to look. Sometimes they mix a little because the community is not so big. That way they make it like a mix, like mountain boards with AUCs and everything. That way you make the event bigger. Before was the electro games here, in France, and then they changed to Barcelona. Then they stop it. But I what I understand, what I speak with the community, they are trying to create something very big now. For the one wheel is now very big this year. It's going to be lots of events, and for the AUC. What I listen is they're going to start to make some big events too, like races, off-road, and everything. And Unger, Czech Republic, they are very active in that. And that way, I think I can send you some links, and maybe you can go there and have a little fun with them. And
of
I think
course,
that will be good for the community to know you, and to you to know and open other doors for you.
and
And
even if you have contacts in addition to the links, that will even be better. I wouldn't like to get there on my own, just not knowing anyone, you know.
my
And
friend,
if I attend races, it would be necessarily off-road races, and not like racing on an off-road terrain, but real downhill races with downhill features. Not just
hmm
racing on a ground with
yes,
nothing.
yes, yes, yes,
You know,
yes,
so that's
yes.
because I see a lot of off-road races that are just racing on a random terrain, and
Yeah, but
that,
you have to think that is good. That's why you are here now, my friend, because that is a update now for us to push this sport to another level. Do you
yeah.
understand? Maybe the people have to learn with you. That's why it's good for you to come, and maybe to contact with these persons, because that is like everything in life. You have to Somebody has to give this step. You has made this step of jumping and making downhill with jumping, and lots of people maybe don't are afraid, or they don't know how to jump, and that's why you don't see it so much in events. And you coming to these events, maybe they can update it, and maybe they can change the event and create something special, and that is going to motivate more people to start to do that. That's why everything is like the Tetris, my friend. Every puzzle is very important. You are one of them, and that's why I'm one of them. I do my contacts, I give you, and I contact to them, and I say, okay, that is a good option for you guys to contact Xavier. I think he's going to bring something to the table, and that way, what is going to happen? We're going to grow all of us together, and I think you are very important for us, my friend. You are very important for the European. Hello, oh, and that's why I think the way you are talking, saying the races have to have jumps and have to be different. Yes, of course, and
Not
that's
only
what.
jumps, they have to have rollers, berms, jumps,
Yeah,
roots, stones,
yeah,
these kind of
and
things.
balance things, and lots of things. I think that is important. So that we can talk in private, and I can explain you everything, and that
Yes.
way I think it's going to be easy for you to reach them, or they reach you, and then you can speak with them in private. I think that is going to be the best thing. Uh, oh, Fairy, how are you? Are you good? She's a fantastic rider from USA, from New York, and she's always riding. And if you want to see the live from her, she was here, and she's a
I know her.
fantastic.
I know her. I met
Yeah.
her in the
You met
US.
your his man too. He's a crazy rider too. So, uh, Now, we are coming close to 1 hour. The important thing for us is like this, my friend. Um, Javier, you don't know how important you are for all of us. I think I meet one. I meet the mind of gold for us in Europe. We was searching and searching to find somebody like you. Today you are here, and I think you're going to be very important for all of us. I hope that your experience now in USA is going to be good. I hope that you have lots of people sponsor you, because sponsorship is important for you. Yes or no?
Of course, but I don't have any for the time being. So
Yes,
if
that's why.
you're interested, I'm interested.
Yes, that's why I think it's important. If you guys are out there, for us to make events created, you need sponsors to travel for this Europe or to go to USA. That has lots of costs, and for you to go there and just let me change here to see this beautiful guy doing this crazy stuff uh, is not easy and takes time. Is already 4 years, and I think is important. I see other pictures and other videos that these mountain bikers seeing you jumping. How is the reaction from the people when they see you, a guy in a EUC, making this type of jumpings and go to these speeds?
I'm a part of the family now. They just glad to see me, and they glad to see me send new jumps. So I know most mountain bikers of the region now. So I always meet friendly faces when I get there, and were super welcoming with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've it was part of my training, because when I started, I saw them ride fast, and I felt slow. So I just tried to figure out how can I be as fast as them. And so my training was basically that, because on some of the spots here, you need to be fast and you need to cope with roots, with rocks. It's not like your average bike park, your average flat bike park when you go in a straight line and you hit 10-foot jumps.
Mm-hmm.
So here there are some real difficult terrains, some big jumps sometimes small jumps on difficult terrain as well. It's also
Mm-hmm.
challenging, but it's really a good way to learn. And
Okay, that's.
I think that's the reason why I managed to get fast or to be okay on some complicated terrain, because they really pushed me.
Mm-hmm. Do you
And
do
if you
you,
check my last story, I think it's still there. I wrote for the first time the a newly shaped black line at Fontainebleau near Paris, and it's crazy. The Let me see if it's still there. I know
Hey,
it's
I'm there. Is this one? This
no,
one?
yeah, this one, yeah. I don't know how it seems from your point of view, but it was
My friend, I was when I see the first time, I was looking to you. Was you was let me put back. You was like shaking everything. That was like scary. Yeah.
yeah, it
Look at
was
this part here. Look at this part.
yeah, and there's the ground was super hard because of the snow.
Uh huh. And the
On
rocks is like any mistake you're going to fall.
Yes, and the trees, the rocks, they're everything you need to end up in the hospital. So I was pretty happy it went fine. On my first two time, I
Wow.
came up quite short on the second jump, and I had a pretty huge pedal dip on the second time, so it was scary. But on the third time, I said, "Fuck it, I need more speed." So I just went for more
Yeah,
speed, and it went
you need
it
the
went
speed.
okay. I'm still not totally in control, but it was my first time there, and it's a black line,
Yeah.
so it started to be tough.
And when you start to do one, two, three times in the same place, you start to dig, and
Yeah.
uh,
Yes.
and then it's coming difficult. We see like yesterday, we us was riding. Oh, Turbo! Hey, is the man from the the Turbo is there. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you. the family is there. I hope you guys are safe. I hope that not snowing too much in New York, and I'm always following you guys. I'm riding with for the John Ip. Is okay. Was awesome. Turbo is the man. Is a very nice person. Has a beautiful family. I have the pleasure to have the two of them here, and like always, if you are a rider, if you are out there, and you want to come, there is some questions we're going to put here, but I just want to say, just contact me, and we are now to the 318 interview with riders that is made for riders to help the community. There is no interest. The YouTube is not made for make money. Is the important is for us, like Xavier, he needs more contacts. We're going to arrange for him because he's one of the biggest that we have here, and we have to support him. So, question here from Ferry. What is your next wheel? We are ready, but maybe there's something. Or are you happy with your S22? But let's.
I'm partly happy with the S22, and my next wheel could be the V14. But I think that I would also be partly happy with it. But wait and see.
Yeah, my friend. I hope that you guys going to see him in USA. Take care of him. Like I know you guys are very special, and I'm going to ask you. Like he's putting here, is snow. It's tonight. No snow yet tonight. I'm going to ask you like this. You are a person who likes to ride with groups. You like to go on a city with friends, or you use more the EUC just to make your freestyle and go downhill. How do you use your EUCs? Is more for these two jobs, or you go out with friends and have a nice ride, chill ride, and enjoy it on the cities? Or is not your style of person?
I mostly do it for sport and also for commuting, because when you live in the city, it's way better than any other mean of transportation. But when I want to see friends, we go at a restaurant, or we eat something, or we walk. We leave the EUC. We don't need to be an hour EUC to talk.
So she's saying the emotion should sponsor you. Reach out and see what they say. Of course, they're going to say yes, but you don't have to be easy. You have to wait for them to come to you. That way is better. Is always we have to show them the videos to the emotion or to the King song. Doesn't matter, and they have to contact them. If you go, I think it's better.
They scared I give a honest review of the wheel.
Just give him the wheel and he makes a review. That way I think is better for everybody. So Xavier, I don't want to make this video very big. I hope to see you more. First of all, I'm talking, me as a rider was a big privilege to meet you as today talking. We are going to see us more. I will contact you for me to come and visit you. I will bring some riders with me. Some riders, they are good, fast, and active. I hope that you create a bond then with them, and that way we can start something big here in Europe. And that way you can reach to other riders and companies, and we see in 1 year you coming bigger and bigger, and you have big sponsors, and maybe you are trying the best jump every month.
Yeah, sure.
I think that is important for all of us. Let's see where that is. So they are just speaking. Like always, my friend, I'm going to ask you like this. I leave you with the last words for the community, for everybody who came to see this video, for the people who's going to see this video later on. The last words is always for my guests. Please, my friend. Oop.
Just ride better every day.
I think that is the good thing. So for everybody's out there, if you want to follow Xavier in this most active you have is YouTube. Look at the speeds of this guy, and I think you're going to enjoy it. And if you want to contact him, the best way, like he told, is Instagram. Go there, subscribe. Is a big channel, and it's going to come bigger every day. There is lots of videos from him. Do you give any classes today, or you are too busy?
I can give classes. If you're there, I can give classes. If you're not there, we can video call.
Okay, that is
So
important. The best
just
way for
yeah,
them to contact you is by Instagram to do that.
yes, it is.
Okay, my friend. Just for everybody to understand, he is not paying me nothing. He is not sponsoring nothing. That is free information. Like always, I tell, but for the people, don't think, oh, uh, this is like propaganda. No, that he's coming here. I invited him to come here because he's a fantastic rider, and that was my invitation to him. I think he's the future. I think he's inspiration for all of us, and he reserves the most respect for all of us riders because in the last 3 4 years he trained a lot to come to this point, and today he is in a other level from all of us. That's why you're going to inspire lots of people here in Europe to change. There is lots of EUC people, like you told, not riders. People are having a good time in the
Yes,
commuters.
I want to turn
And
commuters into riders.
that was the first time I listened that, and that was very, very good. oh, Yuri. So Yuri is one of the best guys riding from Netherlands. Yuri, we have to arrange something to go to France and visit him. We have to arrange a nice group to come and visit you, my friend. So for everybody's out there, thank you so much for coming. I just want to say something for before. In 3 days, we're going to have another interview. He's going to come a company here, a company that I love, a company not just because of the company, but is the rider. Efiz is a fantastic person. He's a person who created this company, and he's always sponsor lots of riders, lots of people, and he has lots of respect for me. And it's the second time he's going to come here because of the change of the Brexit, and now is not Europe again together with the UK, but he is going to show that A rides is in Europe, and maybe we can speak with Afiz and create a bond with Xavier. Afiz is a fantastic person. He's a fantastic supporter of AUC riders, of everybody, and I think maybe it's going to be something good for all of us. Xavier, thank you so much, my friend.
Welcome. My pleasure.
We're going to have more contact. Merci, mon ami.